Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mary Jo. I hope everyone's having a great week. This is the reading that I'm doing for January 14th through the 21st, 2017. The sun is still in Capricorn and we just came off of the beautiful full moon in Cancer. I want to thank everyone who's helping my channel to grow and for sharing and commenting. I love when you share your stories with me too and the emails I'm getting. I really do appreciate everyone who's been with me from the beginning. And even now, welcome newcomers and new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, you may want to, so this way you'll get notices when my YouTube videos are up. I don't get your email, so I don't solicit you. Okay, but thank you everyone. Again, I really do appreciate it. So let's see what we have this week from Spirit for the reading. I have the Five of Cups here for us. I am using my Gilded Tarot deck. Now with the Five of Cups, let's see. Now for some of you, this started October 23rd to November 2nd, because those are the dates that are involved with this card. But we know 5 is uncertainty. It's a very creative number. The shape of the 5, it faces the past and it faces opening to the future, and it's on that rocker. We want to keep balance so we don't go backward or forward. But we do know that there is some uncertainty for some of you about a loss or something you're grief-stricken about. For others of you, it is a creative process, or it's energy that you need to direct, or should say redirect. With the Five of Cups, it's Mars and Scorpio. Now, Mars and Scorpio were both ruled by the same, ruling the same planet. Mars used to rule Scorpio. It does rule Aries now. So for many astrologers, they recognize that energy. And Mars and Scorpio is like fire and brimstone. This is a powerful energy. Mars is fighting power, warrior-like, spiritual warrior energy. And then Scorpio is that deep psychological, finding the truth, the deep and dark secrets of ourselves, the occult, which means hidden. It doesn't mean anything dirty or taboo. Hidden things that we bring to light. So for some of you, with that being said, since they're saying that, some of you have that been affecting you and you're feeling a loss. You're grieving right now. You see how you have 3 cups spilled over here? And our soldier of fortune here, our knight, is on their knees. I mean, they're really, look at, like you are really grieving. Some of you, it is like you lost something that you were emotionally attached to. And that could be a living being, you know, a pet that you love dearly, a friend, a family member. Could be even something emotionally that you were attached to that was, well, a tangible thing of third dimension. Okay, it could be even something that you valued greatly, but you had a deep emotional attachment, like a sentimental value. If something was taken or lost from you, or you can't find something and you're like crying over spilled milk here, they're saying, fret not, because it will come back to you. It will be revealed to you. It's in the unseen. It's hidden right now. Like you lost it, it's coming back to you. That's for some of you. But for others of you, it does feel like you're dwelling in the lack of something emotional in your life. And I've been there myself. You know, some of us, we're heartbroken or grief-stricken, or we have events happen in our life that are about material things, but they cause us a lot of grief. You know, like my hot water heater is broken now. It's like $800 to fix. Or your car broke down and it's your only way to get to work. You know, I understand that can also be these things. Now, when these things happen, I do get my little meltdowns, but then I say to Spirit, with my hands open, what good is coming out of this, Spirit? And I let it go out there. And it's a matter of trying to keep myself balanced and working on that. So right now you need to balance yourself emotionally because things are in play. Yes, these things may seem like a loss or taken from you, and emotionally you're bereft. Yes. However, there are things unseen to you that have not been revealed that are coming to you. So for now, go through the meltdown or the grief or whatever it is that you're feeling, but now, after that, let it flow through your body and redirect your energies, your emotion, your heart to things that you do have in your life. Be grateful for what is still there. Even if you feel that it isn't much, that is a thought of lack. Convert that energy in being grateful for what you do have. All right, and this is that uncertain energy. Like I said, you're creating a lot of emotional duress here. And I understand we have this vessel we're living in and we're bombarded with energies outside of ourselves. Let them flow through you. Like I said, release it in a nice salt bath. Let it go down the drain. Or if you don't bathe and you take a shower, Imagine everything running from through your head, through your body, through your prana, your chakra, your auric field, your meridians, down the drain, out of your feet, back to Gaia, and releasing all the misery. And redirect your emotional energy to something positive, knowing that this is happening for something else to be revealed, or what you're perceiving this is actually the precursor to what else will be revealed. But something has yet to be revealed to you that emotionally you don't have to be stormy over. You know, this is that fire and brimstone. That's that Mars and Scorpio energy. And the orange is your 6th chakra, which is Scorpio. That's where it rules the regenerative and the reproductive organs. That is the creative life force. So we know with this orange energy, we need to stop living in that muddy, fear-based stuff in our 6th chakra. Let that yellow light of spirit and empowerment in your solar plexus come back in. You know, we have these radiant, not one, but 2 holy grails here. So it's coming. So please, for now, let this flow through you, let this process through you, and release it. Let it go, let it go. Because maybe some of you are being stubborn. You have another 5 here with the hierophant. This is that card that's hard for me to swallow. This is old patriarchal societies, being raised in a Catholic school, strict family. These are the things that you're spoon-fed every day that you don't necessarily believe. Even as a child, they didn't resonate with you, but you had to honor it whether you liked it or not. It was kind of shoved down your throat, and you swallowed it like a jagged little pill. You know, this is not only church and state and governments, it's parents or anyone who ruled over you, but maybe ruled over you in a very stubborn way, in ways that were outdated, outgrown, old paradigms. This is saying you know, and you've gone through these things. Whoever's forcing this on you is being stubborn or rigid, or are you being stubborn or rigid? We could look either way, they're saying. But again, that's that uncertainty. You could be creating something that's not really what's going on here, because we know with the hierophant, this is all things spiritual. All right, so the spiritual part of ourselves, that's a lot of stuff that we don't talk about, because we talk every day about the physical world, love, money, those things. Hierophant is spiritual matters. This is like conforming to things, the conventions, the difficulties, you know, implementing change. You know, this is what was once a wise sage of a person that's abused their power. So in anyone in your life, what's going on here, it could even be someone who you thought of and had a lot of respect and love for, but they've abused their power. Maybe somebody who's sabotaging things, someone who's just stubborn, won't give in. It's all about being right to them. It's not about being happy. They just have to always be right. And they're not willing to compromise. Okay? So that's for some of you. That will make sense for some of you. But for others of you, this is about the restrictions that society puts on you, or whatever this is going on in your life, there's a restriction there holding you back, and it doesn't feel right to you because you don't agree with this. Whatever this is that they're saying, or what's going on in your life, saying you have to do it this way, that's that Taurus energy, the bullheaded. That's got to be their way. And you don't believe in it, trust yourself. Your ideas and ideals and paradigms are serving you. And whatever they're telling you doesn't serve your higher purpose. So release that. You know, like I said, you could maybe even respect this person or no longer respect them. It doesn't matter. But this is a restraint on you. This is you trying to be, you know, thumbs down, conforming you, subservient. And you're done with the woods. You don't need that. So it's of letting that go. And for others of you that this is making sense with them, grief or a loss, and there's someone in your life that is a wise sage or respected person who's truly taught you great foundations and whatnot, there could even be some change going on with them since we have this 5 energy, that you might be shifting away from them. And not that there's love lost or disrespect, it's just that it's time to move on now, because they're still very set in their ways and you're looking to change things in your life. You know, because we have the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 is the duality here of a situation. It could be 2 people, 2 things. With the 2 of Cups, it's a beautiful energy, though, so I like that coming off of this. You know, this here energy is a little and this energy is very, like, stubborn. This is a very loving, giving, receiving. And this might be what you need to do in this situation. There's a giving and receiving that needs to be going on. Instead of one person gave and one person took. One person was stubborn. One person caused pain and loss. It's time, they're saying, for you to enter a relationship like this. So for some of you, it's walking away from this stubborn relationship and opening up your life for loving of yourself to allow someone more loving into your life. Because the Two of Cups is invitations to love, true happiness, sensual pleasures in life, that you feel appreciated, you feel loved. Like I said, a giving and receiving here, an exchange, even exchange. The waters are not rippling, but this is emotions here, but there's something like starting to stir between you and someone else. Now, for some of you, it is about a love, okay? For some of you, it's about your spirituality increasing. For some of you, it's about your feeling better about yourself. If it's your health and you felt like you got robbed or there was a loss there and emotionally you were bereft, then this new treatment or whatever you didn't agree with, you chose to do something else. Maybe you're going into Reiki or acupressure or whatever. This is a good healing and beginning for you. But in a general sense, this is a general reading. The Two of Cups would talk about a pairing of you and another in a successful venture emotionally, that you're feeling an even exchange, equanimity there. This is Venus in Cancer. It's a beautiful placement. This is just coming off of the full moon in Cancer. With Venus, it's balance and harmony. The two is the, one and the other. It's taking the masculine and the feminine energy of the two and creating something. So for many of you, this is a new beginning that it's blessed. You see this halo around here? And with this Venusian energy, we know it's love, it's self-worth, self-value. Whatever this is, whoever this is, this partnering that you're doing, and it doesn't have to be a person, it's you in a new business, you in a project you're working on, a musical piece. You're feeling, see what they're saying? Feeling blissful, abundance, and love. It's nice to come off that feeling of lack there. And for some of you, it is about meeting someone new, and this is love, that you feel safe, you feel at home, you feel loved and nurtured. It's unconditional. It's a new beginning for you. And we're talking about the two with another major because the Hangman is saying to let it go. Let it go and let God deal with it. Let go of what doesn't serve you. This is you putting yourself in a state of surrender. This is a vulnerable state. And many of us cannot welcome anything positive and loving into our lives until we take down the walls that we've built up brick by brick to keep people out because of our loss and misery and suffering. Hello, I've been there myself. Okay, and it's time to tear down that wall that you're putting around yourself. But in this time that you feel vulnerable, or like the world is passing you by, or everything in your life is suspended, those are the moments that we are told to kind of wait it out by going within. And I know being a person who's not always patient, that is the most difficult. I'm patient with others, but not with myself. I want everything like to know now. And it doesn't always work that way. And I have to just say, okay, Spirit, I trust you. I know that everything is unfolding as it should in my life. But I'd still like to know when, and it doesn't always work that way. So when that happens, going into meditation, busying myself with other things, like I told you, I refinish furniture or up purpose. Look at my hands. You could tell I lost, almost losing my fingernail here. I'm banging myself up. I really do a lot of manual laborist things, create art, gardening, but it distracts me, and it's in itself a way of, well, it is a meditation, So what is that thing that you do to distract yourself when things are out of control in your life, that you feel you don't have any say in? Because things are happening, the wheel is turning, all right? And there are things that are dark here that aren't seen. But you see how you're upside down here? You're looking at things from a new perspective. When you get down on the floor and you look at the house around, you could see things differently when you have little children, so you could safeguard the house. It's kind of like that. So at this time, while you feel helpless and things are not always going forward, or this is happening, but you feel like you haven't got really a good control on what's going on, it's saying this is a time for you to become introspective. Go within, look at things from a new perspective. Let things unfold as they should. Let that wheel keep turning, because cycles are changing here, all right, with all of us on this new vibration we're on. Cycles are changing for you and for me, for all of us in the world, and on a macrocosmic level, a microcosmic level, in your own world. This is the Neptunian energy. Okay, Neptune is about compassion. Neptune is one of the outer planets, the larger planets. Its transit's very slow and steady. So you might feel like this is taking forever to happen, whatever this is in your life. It will happen. Just as the good things in our lives seem to go fleeting, and when we have things for a short period of time, so do the things that don't seem good in our life, that are slow moving. But this too shall pass. Well, I hope that helps you and gives you some guidance and peace. We do have some mixed energy here. Sometimes we get those weeks. You know, energies are changing. Like I said, the planets have shifted. Everything's in forward motion here. So things have to change and unfold. Some of them are very spiritual matters deep within us, okay, especially with that Neptunian energy. This is a time for us to go in and find the hidden secrets and depths of our souls. Journey and the growth that we're needing to experience. And at times it is putting ourselves in a state of vulnerability. Not gullibility, but being vulnerable and allowing things to come to us, to let it pass. Well, thank you again for watching and sharing. And as always, I wish you the best.